Welcome back everybody to the Search Show 24/7. Now, this is a special video, a special review. Now, when I first started YouTube, I wanted to review comic books. And the first person I ever really watched on YouTube and was like, you know what? I like this person. I'm going to subscribe to this person. And she was like one of my influence on starting my own YouTube channel. We kind of started at the same time, but she had a few more before me. And that's Comic Book Uno. Now, the reason I don't review comic books is because of her. I've always said this since day one, that I've always felt like she was the best comic book reviewer on YouTube, in my opinion. Just everything she does, the way she talks about it, the way she tells you information, the way she's passionate about it, and just the content that she brings out. It's just always been amazing. I've always watched her videos, and I've always supported her. So it was my honor to, I just got done reading her first ever comic book that she's just published. It's been published by Short Fuse. This is issue number 1, created by Comic Uno, called Like Father, Like Daughter. And first of all, before I even get into the review, I just want to say how proud I am of her, that this is what she wanted to do. This was a dream of hers ever since she was a kid. She got out, she done it. She got the money, she got the people to back her, and she's got her own comic. That's one thing I've always wanted to do. But if you know me and you watch my show, you all know I'm really lazy, and I just don't have the motivation like her. So I was super proud of her, and I'm just super excited to read this, and it's just my honor to review this first issue of her comic book. Like I said, Like Father, Like Daughter. Now, what's interesting about this comic book is this first issue is that it deals with like the family drama and like a superhero. Now we're introduced to this superhero who's named Invulnerable. Now he's kind of he's just like this every go good superhero. Everybody loves him. The women love him. The kids love him. He protects people. He's got 100% on the like meter when it comes to superheroes, and he's just one of these guys that everybody just gets behind him and everybody supports. He's like this version of a Superman or something like that. And what we end up finding out, we get introduced to this young lady who's is in high school. Her name's Cassie. And you see right off the bat that she's not really into Invulnerable. She hates when people bring him up. She doesn't like just the words that people say about him. Just everything about him just irks her. You come to find out that she is the daughter of Invulnerable, and that brings up just a great plot and just great kind of story point to have this superhero that everybody loves, but the one person who can't stand him is his own flesh and blood, his daughter. And you find out like throughout the story and throughout this issue that he left his family when she was very young. He was never there. He left when I think she was about 7, so she resents him, and because the reason he left is because he felt like to be the best superhero in the world, that he had to kind of give up the family and stuff like that. And that makes a very interesting dynamic throughout this story, and just trying to get to know each character and just see their points of view. And once you see her go through like all the struggles and stuff, and you find out that she's coming into her own powers, and it's been passed down by like the gene, that now she's developing her father's powers, and how at first she's kind of resenting it because like, oh my god, now I have the person I hate most in the world, I have his powers. And I really like that about this issue. I don't really have too much negative things to say. The only thing I really have negative that kind of threw me off, but you have to understand this is a first issue, is that once she ends up, finding out and stuff, and she needs to tell somebody, because that's what happens in superhero like movies and stuff. They need to tell somebody what's happening, and she needs to kind of express like how she feels and how these powers are kind of overwhelming and stuff. So she tells her best friend, which is really cool. But the only thing that threw me off was I felt like her best friend was just really cool with her. Like it was just she didn't really ask too many questions about it. I was like, oh, what? I feel like you should ask a little bit more questions. And you should kind of, for me, I felt like it could have been, the story would have been really cool if she told a friend, her friend resents her for it, and then she uses that resentment more on her father to give hatred more to her father. That's just my opinion. But her friend was really, really cool with it, and you know, maybe she's just got a cool friend, so that works, I guess. But yeah, that was just my only real issue with it, that her friend was just too cool with it, and her friend just went right along with it. And you know, you can't really do too much about it. But what I'm liking about this this first issue is that it gives it the opportunity that when her and her father actually meet up again and they have to talk about it, like, she can kind of really explain like how she really feels, because you do find out that her father, you know, like I said, everybody loves him, everybody, you know, respects him, and everybody worships him except for his daughter. And you can tell, like, in this this first issue, that is really eating him up inside, and he doesn't really know how to deal with it. He writes her letters. The way I took it, that he writes her letters, but she doesn't read it or something like that. That's how I took it. So I'm really excited to see what happens in like the second issue, and how that all comes to a head, and how they're going to have to mend ties, because what I feel like what's going to happen is, like, for them to bond, he's going to have to kind of teach her the way of being a superhero and stuff like that, and that's what's really, really exciting. But like I said, what I'm liking about this is just like the friction between two family members on opposite ends, and kind of like a growing pain tale of a coming of age of a young girl trying to get through life as a team, and growing up resenting her father, and how she can get past that. And that's what I'm really looking forward to, how she gets from point A to point B with her father. It's going to be a really, really great read. So I urge all you guys to, you know, pick up this first issue of Like Father, Like Daughter, you know, created by Comic Goon. Like I said, a great, great read. I had one like minor gripe, but you know, it's the first issue, and that was it. Just one little gripe about, you know, the best friend. But who really cares, really, when it comes to the best friends? Everybody hates the best friends when it comes to comic books. I had a lot of best friends in comic book that I read, so it's no big deal. I really did enjoy it. I'm really, really proud of her. I really think she did a fantastic job in this. I can't wait to see more and see what else she can bring to the table. So please pick it up. Links is going to be in the description. Please, if you haven't subscribed to her, you need to subscribe to her. Tell her that the Cirque Show 24/7 sent you, that he really enjoyed the first issue, and you guys tell her in like issue 10, make a black friend that kind of resembles the Cirque Show 24/7. Yeah, guys, y'all tell her that. So yeah, like I said, pick up Like Father, Like Daughter, issue number 1, and as always, this is the Cirque Show 24/7. Be easy.